Hello there! Thank you for clicking on this video. So, Tarkir Dragonstorm has finally been released on Arena, and we all get to have fun playing with the new cards. And I'm recording this intro before I actually play the games, which is not usually how I do it, but I figured inevitably what's going to happen is that I'm going to play these new cards, find out that the new cards are not quite as good as the current meta decks, and just gonna lose a bunch of games, and basically I'm gonna lose my excitement for these new cards. So before that happens, I figured I would record the intro while I'm still excited about it. So with that being said, what am I playing today? So I'm playing this Mardu deck that revolves around Mardu Siegebreaker. The whole idea is play a bunch of creatures that have either enter triggers or death triggers, and try and repeat those abilities using the Siegebreaker. So let's go over some of the new cards, starting with the Siegebreaker. So this is a 4 mana, 1 a red, a white, and a black 4/4 human warrior. It has death touch and haste. And when this creature enters, exile up to 1 other target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. Whenever this creature attacks, for each creature or each opponent, create a tap token that's a copy of the exiled card attacking that opponent. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice those tokens. So that's the reason why we want a lot of creatures with ETBs or death triggers, is because if you can get it underneath the Siegebreaker, every time the Siegebreaker attacks, you're going to make a copy of it that's already attacking. So any attack triggers aren't going to trigger, but it will trigger the ETB. And then at the end of the turn, you're going to sacrifice it. So if it has any death triggers, it'll trigger that as well. Next new card is the, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Nerve. This dragon. It's a spirit dragon. Heart of the Storm. Same mana cost as the Siegebreaker, Mardu, and a 1. And it's a legendary spirit dragon, 4/5, it has flying. And if a creature you control that enter this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. So if you can get this dragon underneath the Siegebreaker, it's gonna come in as a token and deal double damage each time that you attack with it. And even if you don't have this underneath the Mardu Siegebreaker, if you have this on the battlefield, whatever token copy that the Mardu Siegebreaker makes will still get the double damage from the dragon. Next creature, we have Sonic Shrieker. It's Mardu color +2, so 5 mana. It's a 4/4 dragon with flying, and when this creature enters, it deals 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. If a player is dealt damage this way, they discard a card. Again, if you keep making token copies of this, you keep doing 2 damage, whether to remove opponent's smaller creatures or just make them discard a bunch of cards. I feel like this dragon would be a pretty good creature to copy, but it is 5 mana, so it doesn't go with the curve. Like, you don't want to play a 5 mana creature and then a 4 mana creature, but you know how games go. Sometimes you draw the 5 mana card and you play it, and then you draw the 4 mana card. I have one more new card, the Voice of Victory. It's a 2 mana, 1/3 human bard. Has Mobilize 2. Mobilize is a new ability where whenever this creature attacks, create 2 tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. So because you sacrifice the tokens, it does trigger any like death triggers from other creatures, as you'll see later. But so this has Mobilize 2, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So once you cast this, your turn is good to go. Obviously, during your opponent's turn, they can kill as many creatures as they want, but during your turn, your things are safe. Unless opponents have some sort of like activated abilities, Voice of Victory doesn't stop activated abilities, so that's something to keep in mind. Other creatures we're running that aren't new: Gastral Thrillseeker, black and a red for a 2/3, start your engines. When it comes in, it deals 1 damage to target opponent and you gain 1 life. And if you have max speed, this creature has Death Touch and Haste. Vengeful Blood Witch. So this is one of those creatures that doesn't really have a ETB, and I guess it kind of has a death trigger, but it's anytime any creature that you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So every time you sacrifice your token creatures for Mobilize or Mardu Siegebreaker, it will trigger the Vengeful Blood Witch. I'm playing one copy of Lauren of the Third Path. If we're going up against any sort of artifact or enchantment decks, we can destroy said artifacts or enchantments. And if we get it under the Siegebreaker, we can do it over and over again. Embalmed Ascendant, it's a 3-mana 1/2 zombie. Start your engines. And when this creature enters, you get a 2/2 black zombie, and once you have max speed, it gains the same ability as the Vengeful Blood Witch. Ruthless Lawbringer, it's a 3-mana 3/2 vampire assassin. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent. If you play this, you want to play it maybe after you attack in with Voice of the Victory and you still have the the 1/1 token creatures, and then play the Ruthless Lawbringer so that you can destroy whatever your opponent has. So you just sacrifice one of your tokens before you sacrifice them at the end step. I'm trying out the Fiendish Panda. It's not a very good card, but maybe in this deck it will work out. It's a 4-mana 3/2, and whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And there's a couple ways we gain life, so there is a chance that you grow it, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is when this creature dies, you get to return a target non-bear creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Most of our creature is 3 mana, so and this is 3 power. So if you can get this under the Siegebreaker, you can continue to get back other creatures that might be in your graveyard. That's the idea anyway. And then the rest of the deck is just removal, cut down, get lost, and go for the throat. Oh, and nowhere to run. Those are the removal spells I'm trying out. Obviously, once I start playing and see how the meta is doing, I might switch out my choice of removal, maybe go up on cut down, maybe even add duress, I don't know. Go up on get lost if I need it. There's a lot of planeswalkers. So the deck list you see at the end of the video might be slightly different, but this is the deck I'm starting off with, and yeah, just wish me luck. So here we go. On the draw with, this might be a keepable hand. We can play the Swamp, leave open cut down. Well, let's see what the opponent does. But we could start off with tap land if they're not being too aggressive. So this means that so opponent plays Copperline Gorge, and it makes me think that they're playing, we need more lands, don't we? Makes me think that they're playing mono red and they wanted to keep up, when I say mono red, I mean the red aggro deck, but I am instantly proven wrong. They play Botanical Sanctum, but I was thinking they're trying to leave up protection for their creature. I'm going to go with Voice of Victory and hope that they don't play any removal. Blue, green, red, and they play Enduring Vitality. We could just go for Lauren here. Lauren of the Third Path. Destroy their Enduring Vitality. And then we can do Mardu Siegebreaker next turn. Put the Lauren underneath, and then we can just destroy their Enduring Vitality again. But I think this is the, was it the Otter Storm deck where you make a bunch of tokens? Okay. Storm Chaser's Talent. I don't think there's a lot of removal in that deck, if I remember correctly. There is Torch the Tower, though, apparently. Kind of unfortunate. I really wanted the Vengeful Blood Witch synergy with the Voice of Victory. Hopefully they don't have another removal. Analyze the poison is not removal. Alright. Alright. No stick there, so I think we're good. I think here we get rid of the Storm Chaser's talent before they can get any more value from it. And then if they remove the Siegebreaker, we can remove their Enduring Vitality, because we get the Lauren back. But let's see what happens. Loot. Alright. Well, we can play the Thrill Seeker, Vengeful. We'll destroy the Enduring Vitality. If we attack and we destroy... this is a tough one. Okay, alright. Screw it. This is what we'll do. And we will attack in. And we will destroy their Enduring Vitality. Okay. We do lose our Mardu Siegebreaker, but we choose the one we keep, right? Yeah. Opponent's down to 6. Thunder Trap Trainer. Can cut that down. Storm Chaser's Talent. We have 2 mana left. Vengeful Blood Witch, no! Alright, I guess we'll cut down the token because it has prowess. Then we'll attack him with the Thrill Seeker. Then play another Thrill Seeker. End the turn. Question is, do we draw a card with Lorn of the Third Path? When it stocks up. Okay. Analyze the pollen. Okay. And opponent. All right. Well, on the play, which is great, we cannot play Voice of Victory. We can play Vengeful Blood Witch. The land's not good. I'm gonna keep it in hopes that I will draw a basic land type. I'm gonna do it. I don't do it. So we're gonna go with Vengeful Blood Witch. Opponent plays Plains. Could be mono white. Could be, well, it could be anything, really. You have the Zergo avatar, Voice of Victory. Oh, excellent. Fiendish Panda. Why is Fiendish Panda always on top when I surveil one? Alright. This is definitely a nowhere to run turn. Voice of Victory can be quite a headache. Sentinel Nameless City. Sure. No decks. So we need to find a way to remove the Sentinel of the Nameless City. So I don't know why I kept the Embalmed Ascendant, to be honest. I should have probably put that in the graveyard. Right. Not sure what my opponent is playing. Bristleblood Farmer. I'll be honest, I thought the Sonic Shrieker was the was the Mardu Siege guy. Alright, we could go Gastral Thrill Seeker. Into the Vengeful Blood Witch. Question is, do we attack with the Voice of Victory? I don't think so, not yet. No blocks. See what the opponent does. Seems like, let's see, between Voice Victory and... Oh, they're a tokens deck. Okay. Alright, well, I really wanted another land. I guess we'll just do this. Okay. That's a decent amount of triggers. I guess we'll just go with the Ascendant. We'll just block with the zombie. And if we can get oh my god, Sunfall. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I should have. But they seem like a creature-heavy deck. Tap land, of course. Alright. Are we dead? If they attack all, 12 plus 5. We are not dead. I guess they could have something, but I have no way to win next turn, do I? Yeah. Unfortunate. This is all I have. Yay. Alright, on to the next. On the play, and we actually got good lands. We could go into Voice of Victory into Thrill Seeker, or Thrill Seeker into Voice of Victory, leave up. I don't know, but I'll keep this hand. If Fiendish Panda is on top again, I'm gonna be... Wait, yeah, there we go. If Fiendish Panda is on top again, do I want another land? I don't think so. We got enough lands for now. And I think we go into Thrill Seeker. Though Optimistic Scavenger makes me want to play removal instead, because that can get out of control pretty quickly. Okay. They are a... What's it called? Discard deck. I'll try Voice of Victory. If it survives, we can get some damage in. If it doesn't, well, at least we got removal out of their hand, I guess. Yep. I'm just gonna get rid of the Ruthless Lawbringer, I think. Jeez. It's a lot of lands. We don't have a whole lot of draw spells in this deck, so if we don't get a very aggressive start, an opponent just makes us discard all of our spells, a whole lot we can do. Sure. Just gonna go ahead and play out the land. See what else the opponent has. So they are a Orzhov enchantment deck that kind of went a little bit enchantment bounce deck that went a little bit heavier on the discard. I mean, I'll just play it out. They obviously have some sort of removal. Yeah, might as well attack with both. Getting the speed up, though not super important, can come in handy later. Okay. Some Pearl Curing. They are playing some new cards, so there's... Okay. See if they have another removal for... Oh, right. -3, so I don't get anything back. Right. Well. I guess we can cut down I don't know. I guess the pixie. Jeez. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm just top decking and they're just cycling through everything. Yeah. Oh, that was disappointing. On the play... with a... I don't know. I guess it's keepable. This feels like going up against a whole bunch of removal and discard and everything. Just can't quite get right. Maybe I'm running too much removal and I need to go... Jesus. Alright. Should I hold up removal? Yeah. As much as I would like to get a little bit more aggressive. What am I playing against? We're gonna go for it. In the turn. If they play temporary lockdown, which is what I was expecting, I have the get lost for it, so... Great. Okay, so this might be the Abuelo's Awakening Omniscience combo. Never mind. Mill? Okay. Surveil 2, draw a card. Alright. Yay. I love it when I don't draw any creatures in my creature-based deck. Oh boy. Hopefully it's temporary lockdown. If they play anything, just let it be temporary lockdown. Okay, not temporary lockdown. But with nowhere to run, so Guardian of New Benelia can't protect itself from nowhere to run. I guess they could have what's it called? Counterspell. Okay, so I'm one short. You're kidding me. Yeah, okay, Fiendish Panda has to go. It was a bad idea. And in the turn, and hopefully they don't have a whole lot of counter spells. Well, I don't need to kill one with the multiverse. I just need to destroy the omniscience. Okay. All right. That worked out. Now they can fill up their hand, but they only have 1 mana. And one with the multiverse, they can only play 1 spell for free. Okay, they have 2 mana. I think we got it. All right, so this deck can win against a less optimal deck, apparently. Obviously. All right. All right, one last try. See if this deck has anything. That last game, I don't know if I'm gonna keep in that last game, but it was like one of the most frustrating games where the opponent was playing really slow and taking a long time to decide on plays, and I was just, come on, and ended up losing. That's like the worst part. Man. All right, on the draw with not a very keepable hand, that's for sure. I guess we'll keep this. Ruckus into black, white, red. So like this. Let's see here. Okay, I guess we do need that 3rd land. Or 4th land. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll just go ahead and kill one of these now before they have protection up and before they make them a little bit too large for me to deal with. I'll be honest, I'm kind of sick of this deck already. The enchantments deck, whether it be Orzhov or Esper. I'm just gonna go with this, and I'm thinking they're probably just gonna have Sheltered by Ghosts. Nope, they just have nowhere to run. Never mind. Sure, sure. I hate to end the video like this, but I don't think this deck has any legs whatsoever. At least the way I built it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe no, Mardu Siegebreaker. It's a good card, but just there's just too much removal, man. Right now, I can't keep any creatures in play till turn 4. It's just not happening. Yeah. All right. This is it, guys. I'm sorry, but Let's just break the deck down. Yeah, I apologize. It probably wasn't the most exciting deck tech video. I'm trying my best, trying to get new cards out there and see if I can make a creative deck work, but obviously my deck building skills are not where it needs to be. With that being said, I guess I'll just keep trying. This is usually my experience whenever a new set comes out, is I try like a billion different ideas. They all just get smashed by the meta, and then I start just playing whatever meta deck and maybe like change cards here and there just to test it out, but overall it's still just meta decks, right? So what can I say about this? Yeah, Mardu Siegebreaker, I think there's probably a deck out there for it, but as of right now, there's just so much removal, and the removal is just too efficient, right? So I can't keep any of my good creatures in play long enough to have a turn 4 Mardu Siegebreaker work anyway. And I don't know, maybe I could just go a little bit more mid-range and have Mardu Siegebreaker, maybe the dragon and the Sonic Shrieker, and just have like less creatures, more like removal control, maybe some sort of like token creator, I don't know, but somehow control the deck and then get the Mardu Siegebreaker out. Maybe that's a better idea, but this idea I had over here was not good. If you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. This was a tough one, I'm sure. From the bottom of my heart, if you're still here, thank you so much. That being said, yeah, don't be like me. Have fun playing Magic. Winning or losing, doesn't matter. It's just a game, so hope to see you in the next video. So until then, take care.